So we're back for episode 236. After I don't know, six. How long have we been off? A couple months? 6 weeks?
Something like that.
Jim was on. Were you on vacation? No, we did. We did your vacation recap, right? I don't know. We got a bunch of shit. We had a bunch of shit going on. I was away. Went to Arizona. Phenomenal time. Highly recommend if anyone wants to go to Sedona. The Asians have discovered it. Apparently, they did not a while ago, 20 years. But in those past 20 years, they definitely are on to it. Yeah, I was like, what the fuck? So we're driving by this McDonald's. And I'm like, what the fuck are all those people taking pictures with a fucking like in front of the sign? You know what I mean? And I'm like, what the fuck? Well, then it dawned on me, I guess, because it's the only McDonald's in the world whose arches aren't red or yellow and red, or yellow with the red backdrop. They're green, and part of it is because
so they hit the golden arches.
Yeah, they got the McDowells, dude. They the city of Sedona has a light order. Can you hey Nut, turn your in the car down a little bit? Yeah, there you go. So I can't hear myself. That's fucking me up. Sorry
about
that. They have a light ordinance policy, like a light pollution thing at night. So they want you, they want you to be able to enjoy the natural ambiance of like the mountains and the stars and shit like that. So they want the colors muted.
Oh shit!
So then it made a little bit more sense. Outside of that, and yes, I took pictures of the stupid McDonald's sign, just like tourists.
Like the rest of them.
Yeah, but like it's kind of crazy because we flew into Phoenix. Phoenix can fuck all the way off 150,000 fucking degrees or whatever. Then drive up like 2 hours north. You get into Sedona, it's like probably 15 to 20 degrees cooler. Sick ass mountain views. They Red Rock formations, kind of like Grand Canyon ish, and like parts of Colorado, like on the southern part of Colorado. Sick, just like the fucking pictures don't really do it justice. I know that's super cliche to say, but like they really don't. I wasn't quite sure how I was gonna. I thought I would do fine. I think there was other people that were like, you're taking the city slicker to go fucking like hiking for a fucking week and shit. I did fine. I'm gonna be honest. I did some portions of the desert barefoot.
Of course you did.
And smoking and fucking and ripping heaters. I had no problems there. And I did let you guys know one of the highlights. Probably one of the coolest things I've ever done or experienced, and I've done a lot of cool shit. I had a stare down with a fucking coyote. So we were walking, and we come along this trail, and there's like a little embankment, nothing crazy, maybe like four foot down. So the trail kind of goes up, and you can almost look like a fake fucking Chase Dehart fucking berm, right? Is that the joints where they go up on the side? Like one of them kind of joints. And probably like 20 to 30 yards just ahead of us, there was this two older women, local, and the one says, "Hey, y'all don't have a dog with you, do you?" Marsh goes, "What? No, why?" And the lady goes, "Because there's a coyote right behind you." So fucking Marsh takes off, fucking running towards the ladies. And me being fucking retarded, I turn around and I'm like, "Oh shit!" Yeah, sure enough, and I fucking just take the camera out, and snap a pic of him real quick, and then I give him the old, yeah. So he fucking yeah, the ears are all the way up, you know what I mean, right? So he's like at attention, so I'm like fucking staring right in his eyes now, you know what I mean? Like a battle of who's gonna take whose soul. And I like never stopped looking at him, and then I took a step forward, and then he took a step forward. I said, "Oh, okay," and I gave him the did it again, right? And fucking repeated the routine, and then took another step, and then kept doing that until, bro, we were fucking right here. Like right here, and I'm like, "Yeah, man, he's fucking definitely here. I gotta give him a Pop-Tart," right? And
what the fuck is wrong with you?
Why shouldn't he? I mean, he kind of earned it, dude. He should have been able to enjoy the fucking deliciousness of the fucking brown sugar cinnamon hitter. You know what I mean? Yeah. But it didn't even get to that because, like, you know how they have the Pop-Tart got the reflective, like, shiny, like, looks like tinfoil wrapper.
Yeah, that tweaked him out.
Yeah, when I pulled that, I think the sun caught it and he took off, and then I heard the old lady go, "What the fuck was that?" And the other one goes, "Yeah, I've never seen anything like that." She's like, "That guy just had a stare down with a coyote, dude." And
of course you would.
Marks was like, "Yeah, they smelled the wild dog on them. They were kindred spirits or some bullshit like that." Yeah, that was pretty sick. And then there was some. Then we toured this. We went to this one place. It was called like Montezuma's Castle or some shit, right? Where basically, I would equate it to, it was a 5-story caveman condo built into a fucking cave, like side of a fucking rock wall, rock face. But like, it had like 5 stories, and it was built like, I don't know, 900 or something, like the year 900.
Oh shit.
Yeah, and I'm like, fuck, dude, definitely looks like Ancient Aliens. And then you go in the little place where they got the museum, the shit, like the artifacts or whatever, and it shows you like the tools that they use to make it. It's like a fucking a rock, like a stick hand, fucking, where they fucking hollowed it out, and then a fucking rock. And I'm like, oh, so they use that rock right there to fucking make
to build a perfectly 90-degree angle that they had no chance of ever making.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah, and I'm like, damn, that's crazy, dog. And then another one that was pretty close to it was like Montezuma's Well, where it was like drop down, it was a giant well or whatever, and then they had some of those other nothing on the same level as the Montezuma's Castle, but they had like similar, like couple little cave dwellings. But I guess that the indigenous people or whatever have been living there for a long time, and I guess they said that something like 1.2 million billion or something barrels of water or barrels or something of water come out, like natural flowing water comes out of this place since, for a long ass time or something. And I guess there's some folklore coming out, and it just hasn't stopped. It's just been a natural well for couple thousand years or something.
Damn.
Yeah, and then there was this other place we went to called like Slide Rock or something, where it's basically like you kind of like it's kind of along this fucking road, like you're going up to the Grand Canyon or some shit, and you kind of just pull over and then you pay your fucking national park fee or whatever and go in, and then it kind of like it's an old homestead, and then like or it used to be an orchard plantation or some shit, but then you keep it kind of looks like Jurassic Park, and then you keep walking, and then you come down these set of steps, and then basically like in this fucking it's a creek, but it's in this particular spot, it's like deep enough that you can kind of like swim. That fucking water was fucking freezing, dude. It was cold. It was cold, and the only two black people in the state of Arizona, I think at the time, happened to just come right up next to us. And then the one dude was telling us that like he had come out to that particular spot a couple years prior, and they told him that tour guide or whatever the fuck said that it like
He was the first?
yeah, he said that. I don't know. They said that they had like if you soaked in that water or whatever for like half hour, 40 minutes or whatever, it had some kind of like healing properties or whatever. Spiritual, physical, or otherwise. Now I don't know about all that, but I will tell you this. I didn't put my fucking face in none of that water or fucking dunk or none of that bullshit because I was worried about bacteria and all that other shit. But I will say this. I soaked my legs up to my knees, and I have not had the knee braces on at work since I got back. So I don't know if it had anything to do with that, or like my one buddy said, maybe it's just cold water. That's why they do ice baths. And I said that could be it. But all in all, yeah, it was a great trip. I wonder
what were we going out there for?
Just that specific, yeah. Well, kind of like we had. This one was like a makeup trip because we were going to go like I think in April of like when COVID first started.
Gotcha.
I think we were going to do Pearl Jam for 2 nights in Phoenix and then do like a shorter version of the trip that we just did and drive up there. But then COVID hit, and then that never ended up happening. So in the interim, just kind of been well, I'll be honest, hockey took off big time. So then a lot of any of those kinds of a lot of the fun trips kind of got postponed.
Yep.
So yeah, it was cool. The place we stayed was nice. The food was all pretty good. Nothing crazy I'd write home about. Although I will say I did have in Phoenix, I did have probably the best chicken and waffles I've ever had.
Oh,
at a place called Chick Pickle or Pickle. So I don't know, something in the pickle, chicken and pickle, something like that. Chicken in the pickle or something. Or fucking, it was basically kind of like a Top Golf kind of place, but for pickleball people. But then they did like then they had like other kind of games and shit. Like I would assume, not that anybody was outside doing it, because when we were there it was 115 fucking degrees. But like that fucking whatever that queer beanbag game that everybody plays, cornhole. Yeah, I imagine that probably was going on in some form of darts. But I looked up the place when I got home. Apparently they got a couple in Colorado, Texas, Arizona. So like basically like out west, southwest, whatever. Yeah, they're all pretty big. They're all pretty big out there, but kind of like I said, like a Top Golf kind of feel.
Nice.
Interior kind of feels like an old warehouse kind of deal or whatever, or an industrial look, I guess. Is that whatever they call it? Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, other than that, no highlights really of food. Although a couple of most of the burgers that they were doing out there was all like 3 different kinds of meat in there. Pause. But thousand millionaires live in Sedona, dude. I was looking up real estate. I'm like, where's fucking? I wonder what the real estate's going for around here. And you've seen a couple of 1.2, 1.3 millions, and they jumped up to like fucking 12 million. I said 12 million. Then you see a couple like 24, 25, 32 million. I said, where the fuck are they? Because I couldn't, like, when you're down in the valley or in the canyon, you don't see any of them shits. And then once we went up hiking and got up higher, I'm like, oh shit, you could see a bunch of them Tony Stark looking houses built into the side of a fucking red rock.
Now, how far is that from where Maynard has his town?
Not that far at all.
Not far. Gotcha.
Not far at all. It's pretty close. Like, I think that's out towards Jerome or something, I think too.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got the wine, he's got the big winery or whatever.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, it basically has the whole town. Winery has a bunch of like coffee houses and like, you know, little pastry shops and restaurants and shit. He's basically the man.
I looked it up and tried to make it part of my like a plan or whatever, but I kind of got ixnayed. I think the only one that I got to drive to Glendale to go outside the Cardinal Stadium to take a picture with Pat Tillman statue.
Beautiful.
So it was either that or go to Maynard's Winery, which I probably maybe, but like I'm not really a wino, so I didn't know how much. Like, and then some other people there were some other shits out there that people said, dude, there's a bunch of ghost towns and shit. You know, I don't know. I didn't really want to do the ghost town.
You've done them all.
Yeah, I've skated the streets of Camden at night, so I've done enough ghost town tours. Oh, real quick before I forget. So I have been supposed to have been putting these online for a little bit now, and I did let my guys know over at Lead Hockey that I would do that, but I did let them know that I'm fucking have terrible anxiety and ADD, and sometimes and most times I overthink everything. And they were like, "Dude, just post a picture. It doesn't matter." I'm like, "Well, would the lighting be right?" So anyway, yeah, what the fun? They're the hoodie jerseys. They're fucking beautiful, dude. Fucking absolutely beautiful. We are taking orders. I have the hyperlink. It'll send you right to the thing. Prices included. It's a shipping included. So anybody that's not local and needs to get them out, it's all flat rate. Like to get them in a timely order, we have to set some kind of deadline. They left that up to me. I think it should be up to them because if I leave it up, I'll just be like, oh, I don't know, I forgot. No, but absolutely beautiful. Go check them out. They also got sticks, everything. They do it all. Sticks, jerseys, pants, gloves, the whole fucking nine. And the sticks right now, I think, is the exclusive, the A56, the homage to South Jersey.
Nice.
Beautiful
Craftsmanship, though. They came out fucking. I'm actually not pleasantly surprised because I've seen their work, but I just had a feeling because I've seen some other similar designs or whatever, but I just thought that the colorway would work a lot better. Yeah, them things are fucking dope as shit. I know it's not necessarily hoodie season, but I wanted to jump on it. So now that I mentioned it, I'm gonna have to put I'll put a post up and we'll try and help them guys out and show them
Absolutely.
their way. And yeah, I do believe they are. That's who was working on the goalie sticks also. I like
Yeah,
the
buddy.
twigs too. Honestly, I've been using it for probably a month or two now. You can definitely fuck, like, they're durable as fuck. Like, I like to give people the stick work sometimes. Pause. And it's been and it's been holding up. You know what I mean, yeah, I like them. I like them a lot. So, and they're cool dudes too. They're cool dudes. So, shout out to them. They tentatively want to come on too, but we've been trying to. We haven't been home, and I know they've been traveling a lot too, or whatever. So, or got a bunch of shit going on too. So, hopefully, we can iron that out in the near future, and then maybe talk shop with them.
Beautiful.
Yeah. In the interim, what's been going on with you guys? Nothing. Jim's internet's down. That's why he's got a different angle. If anybody's on the fucking live feed,
I don't think it's I think it's my laptop actually, because
really?
everything was working fine on the phone. So I might have to fucking get a new laptop for doing this instead of the work laptop.
Maybe it works jamming your fucking frequencies.
I don't know. I just think the laptop is jammed up anyway. So
yeah,
but no one wants to hear about my technical issues. What's going on? What's going on in the NHL?
Why? Because you have to listen to people's technical difficulties all day. You're like, fuck
all fucking day. Yep.
I think Vegas. It was nothing the last I saw.
Vegas is up 2-0 at the end of the second.
Really?
Yep.
Well, I guess since our team out, we all are Brent Burns fans now, right?
I just don't want Torts and fucking Carter Hart to win.
Right. So you're a Brent Burns fan then?
I guess.
How could you not like that guy, dude?
He's like 50. I don't know.
That's what I mean. Everybody cheered. They loved it when Ray Bork finally won.
Ray Bork had to cheat to win.
Yeah. I just like I'm big Brent Burns fans over here. Big Brent Burns house, dude. So although I mean, like growing up a Red Wings fan, it kind of does not feel right cheering for them. But I guess if you strip away that and you're just cheering for the guy, that makes it a little different. And as far as on the other side, Vegas, I mean, yeah, I'm not really cheering for Torts and fucking whatchamacallit, but I'll definitely cheer for either two of those teams as opposed to fucking Carolina or fucking the Canadians.
I mean, I can't believe the Canadians are in the fucking Eastern Conference Final.
Sure. Think about
that's crazy.
Think about it this way. You think the league didn't want to push there? They want to put Buffalo and Carolina in? There's no viewership for that.
0.
No.
So yeah, you keep Montreal in, and you have the whole Canadian market.
There ain't no way they're winning. They're beating Carolina though.
Nah.
Carolina's a fucking machine.
Fucking Rod the Bods got them working.
Got them boys.
I don't know. 12 day layoff is a big. Them boys coming. 12 day layoffs a lot though, man.
Them young boys coming.
There it is.
Them young boys
There it is.
There's that's a lot of time, dude. 12 days.
I know.
Yeah, but it's also 12 days of guys that just got beat up in a series to get back healthy. A couple fresh skates. maybe a lull of a period, but I can't see them going down at all. They're just a well-oiled machine.
Yeah, they look good. And I think
better than that.
they looked good, but I think the part that like bothers me like with the Fly Guys is like I don't think overall they really played that bad. Like I don't think they played bad. Like
They
I
played
don't
like
think-
They played like a team that was missing their best player,
Correct.
and that's
Wait,
what it
so
comes
who
down
was-
to.
who Tippett?
Yeah,
You think Tippett's their best player?
I think he was the best player going into that series. He was on a roll in that Pittsburgh series.
Yeah, I think like we talked about in the group text, I think they just lacked depth. I think they needed a number one center. I think even if they had progressed to this next round, I think they'd have been stretched really, really thin. I think that they're pretty good depth wise, but I think if they had
Dude,
more-
if they were just 30% on their power play,
or even there,
they-
yeah.
Yeah.
they would be in this. They would have been a much closer series.
Yeah, their power play was fucking
They would have made it a series.
Well, if they had, let's say, the 20th best power play in the league during the season, they wouldn't have had to play until the second to last game to make the playoffs. They would have been in.
Yeah.
It all goes back to the power play and special teams. I mean, if you're that bad, I mean, very rarely do you get past the first round of the playoffs.
Dude, they had the last power play unit coming into the playoffs, and it got worse.
I know.
Like, how do you get worse than you're a dumpster fire?
Well, Tocchet even said that they stopped like working on it because it wasn't even worth it. Like it's so fucking disjointed and painful. Like it's not even worth that late in the season. What are you going to do? You can't make any drastic changes that late in the season.
No, you just I guess, but you did, and then just keep. I think like in the beginning in the Pittsburgh series and halfway through, like they showed all that confidence in Martone, right, and put him out right away on the power play, right? He scores.
Yep.
And then they took him off and limited his time. Like, what the fuck are you doing?
Well,
And
he
then
hit a wall.
Then they put him back. They put him back in the thing. They put him back towards the end, and I think the thing that they lack is they don't, when they carry it in, like once they gain the zone, they don't carry it in deep enough, and then they try to stop before they get to the fucking faceoff dot, and then throw it back to the same corner or to the blue line where they just came in at. Like
I just don't understand. Like I'm not a smart man, right? And like I've been playing hockey a long time, but not obviously not on that level. But like, if you're a power play coach, why don't you just watch what all the top power plays do
And mimic.
it, right? I
You
mean,
like
you're not.
send a guy into that bumper slot, and then try and work it there instead of just continuing to play with it on the outside.
I mean, they ran that play for years with Scott Hartnell.
I think the thing that's sad is it's exactly like we talked about all year. It's going to be incredibly difficult if you don't do the simple things. Playoff hockey, put the fucking puck to the net.
Yep.
Just put fucking shots on. And I think I don't know. They just did young kid shit, dude.
Good shit.
Young
Yep.
team shit. That's all it really came down to.
And it's
Now
just
in,
like,
now, in that division, did we lead with shots wide, with missed shots? I swear to God, we had at least double the amounts of shots wide that they had shots on net. And that's young kid shit. That's
Yeah.
exactly what you just said. That's young kid shit. I see it in
Yeah.
almost every game I ref. These young kids will have a wide open net, but they'll try to go top chetty and shoot 3
Yep.
feet wide.
And then they're out
Oh,
the
yeah.
other way.
Yeah, it's like, bro, like what? What the goalie was down, you had a wide open net, and you tried going upper decky, and you literally shot 3 feet wide and almost shot it out of the rink. Like,
Yeah,
it's
they
just,
do that
it's
all
just
the
young
time.
kid shit. Yep. We had to
Yeah.
have led the league and missed shots. Had to have.
Probably.
Enough step that was kept, but something I was noticing.
Yeah, probably.
I mean, and you didn't get the production you needed out of guys like fucking Konechny and fucking Zegras. I mean, Zegras had 6 points in 10 games. Like, you got to be better than that.
Yeah. Agreed.
And then we missed.
Don't
Cates.
you fucking
Cates was out
don't
that.
you- Yeah, there you go. Don't you dare say no, Cates, dude.
I mean, look,
I was waiting for it.
just watching that dude play right in the Pittsburgh series. If he was going into the corner and he got there late, I knew he was getting the puck
Yeah.
because he's so good at like just getting the puck. Like it's like stuck to his fucking stick.
Yeah.
So I mean, but like missing that, I mean, and then Mishkov 1 point, -3. I mean, it's just he was terrible. Forrester was terrible.
Yeah, that's who I was looking forward to the most was Forrester, and it was like, was he even out there? It was.
Yeah.
He
Jim
was just
said
another.
Jim
Just a
said
skating
if
body.
he was Jim said if he was in the lineup all year, he's would have won 25% more games last episode. Or whatever you were
Yeah.
like. It was Forrester, and I went, who? I
Absolutely.
said, who? So I'll stand by that. Who? But yeah, and I almost ate shit though, because the first night he came back, he fucking pumped one, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this motherfucker, here we go.
As soon as he scored like that, I was gonna put a text. I'm like, yo, that's your boy.
Mm-hmm. And then he kind of fizzled.
Yeah, then just then he, like I said, he just became a skating body.
Well, that was a guy who missed 50 games. You know, what I mean, he got that jolt when he came back. But
And then they also kind of had him down on the third line too. So like you're not going to see the touches or the looks like you probably would like on that first or second line like you're going to with the third, because that means you're drawing either the second or the first line from the other side. So it's probably a little bit more defensive oriented.
And when your defenseman has the second most points in of your whole team in the playoffs, you know there's a problem. And when that player is fucking Ristolainen.
Yeah. And Jamie Drysdale got exposed.
He
More
did.
than one.
He was a -4.
Mm-hmm.
Jamie Drysdale got exposed. But I mean, that's not to say that there isn't a whole lot of problems moving forward. I just hope that it's not like a flash in the pan. I hope they can like maintain. You know what I mean? I
I hope
think
they
that
can build off of it.
yeah, I know sometimes maintaining that over a 2, 3, 4, 5 year period with talk has been a little bit difficult, at least in the past. Maybe it's a little bit different here. Hopefully it's a little bit different. Hopefully it's not another situation where it's looking like with Tortorella, where their next job they leave and they fucking go on and have a tremendous amount of success, like is usually tradition for us. Although the last several coaches that have left here have not had much success. Some haven't coached at all again. So
Yeah, but I mean, the Torch thing is bullshit. I mean, he was hired 6 weeks before the end of the season. I mean,
8 games, dude. It was 8 games remaining in the season. Wasn't even 6 weeks. It was like a week. 8 games, I think. That's fucking crazy. And then Vegas said, because they got rid of Bruce Cassidy, but they gave a severance package. And part of his severance package, is that he, I think, was it Vancouver? The Canucks were trying to reach out about his services or whatever. And because Vegas is still paying him, they said no.
oh yeah.
So could you imagine that's like, yo, fucking your employer comes in and is like, we're going to let you go. Well, why? Well, we're just going to move in a different direction, but we're still going to pay you. Okay. And look, if those people down the street are thinking about hiring you in, a couple months, you can't go there either. What the fuck you, dude? Be like, you don't get to tell me. You take your money back then.
Yeah. Make more the long run there.
Yeah.
I didn't sign no compete clause.
That's crazy.
You want to talk about a team with fucking young depth? I mean, the fucking Ducks are so deep with young players.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Beckett Seneke is a fucking stud. He's 20.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking Cutter's 22. Leo Carlson, 21.
I told you.
Granlund. I mean, these guys. I mean, they are set up.
Yeah,
I mean, they got a lot of decisions to make though this offseason. They got a bunch of restricted free agents, but
I told you Joel Quenneville was going to fucking have something for McDavid in them.
Yeah, he did.
That dude's. I mean, yeah, they're fired up too. I think a little bit too. I think the first and second rounds was kind of a little bit of like a changing of the guard, so to speak. Right? Like,
yeah,
put some new fresh blood in there, or at least try to, or whatever. And then you kind of you're like, yeah, but you look at the fucking NHL draft, like the draft lottery, and you're like, what the fuck? Toronto wins it? You're like, for real?
I know. Such bullshit.
You're like, Toronto, for real? Come on.
The big name tied to the Flyers for free agency is, unfortunately, 36-year-old John Carlson, which, I mean, okay, I guess for the power play, he would be the quarterback on the power play, but he's fucking 36. I mean,
yeah, defensemen play a long time now. 36. Yeah, 36. He's won a cup and he's a veteran, and he's a fucking big time veteran, right?
yeah, and he knows the division. He knows.
He still played, and he's in Anaheim, right?
Yeah.
He was, yeah, and I think he played a lot of fucking minutes and a lot of effective minutes, at least from some
24 a night.
Yeah,
in the playoffs.
Yeah, he looked good. He looked good in the Vegas series, or at least I thought from what I saw.
Yeah, I mean, I'd take him on a flyer, but I mean, I'm not.
How much is he going to
sign
want?
it to 3 years.
Yeah, what's he going to want? He's not going to. Would he be willing to come here too? Right.
And that's number one. Number two, is he going to sign for a year? Probably not. He's going to want. He's going to want 2 to 3 years.
Yeah, he's going to want multi. He's going to want multi to ride out on. They'll make more in those 3 years than he did the last 6.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably, because that's probably why fucking whatchamacallit moved on from him, right? Washington?
Yeah, that was weird. I mean, that trade was very weird. It didn't really make much sense because Washington was Still in the mix.
There was a little
They were in,
something behind that.
yeah,
Probably
he's
dumping
been there
money.
he's been there forever.
Yeah, they would need one. They need one more dude, probably another center, another
Oh
legitimate,
yeah.
oh my god, and a legitimate scoring threat. Sorry, I'm fucking yawning. And another legitimate scoring threat, like an every time kind of guy.
Well, I think you're going to have that with Martone. I think Martone's going to be that guy, but you need to put him with a center that's going to elevate him. I mean, is Zegras that number one center? I don't think so. I think he could be a 2C.
Yeah, I don't think he's a one. I think. Then again, sometimes like there's guys that like are really that guy, and then maybe they look like they're tailing off, and then they get a change of scenery, like Marner out in Vegas. I think.
Yeah.
I think Toronto is seriously regretting that one.
Well, I mean, they had no choice. He was going to walk anyway.
Or they could have moved Nylander, but they picked Nylander.
Whoever they picked would have succeeded. Anybody succeeds outside of Toronto.
That's true. Generally speaking. You think they move Matthews or Matthews goes?
I don't think so. Not now that they got this number one pick. I think they'll try to make a run next year.
Yeah,
the Flyers, the center situation for the Flyers is Couturier, Dvorak, Zegras, Obels, Barkey played some center, and Jetlochenko. Which, if Jetlochenko doesn't pan out, is a huge setback because that's a pick you really needed to hit on.
I was surprised they brought him up.
I mean, I was shocked that they benched Mishkov for that final game. I mean, I don't blame them because I think Mishkov was playing fucking terrible. But I mean, there were plenty of other guys that you could have benched in that fucking last game.
I think Michkov looks scared at times.
It seems like he doesn't know what to do on
really
a rush.
No, and then other times when they're coming, he looked really sloppy coming out of the zone, coming out of our defensive zone.
And then when he gets that puck down by the goal line and he just like mohawks around, like I know he scored a lot of goals from down there. I mean, a lot of those honestly are probably lucky.
Yeah.
But I mean, he needs to figure it out like this year, or that's going to be another first round pick. This
is his third year now, right? Next year will be his third year.
Next year will be his third year, yeah.
Yeah, so his rookie contract's done, right?
Yep. Yep. But this is what he needs. He needs to come into camp in shape. Did we lose Nut? We lost Nut. Shit. Hold on. Sorry, Nut.
Oh, good.
He needs to come to camp in shape. He needs to work on getting faster. He needs to get faster. He will not succeed if he is as slow as he is. He is fucking. I think I'm faster than him. And that's fucking saying something.
Then who?
Me. Mishkov.
He's faster than him.
Mishkov.
Yeah, I mean the past couple times I saw you, I would a year ago. No, I would still give it to him, but more recently, I would agree. Yeah, I would agree. I would agree with that. Yes.
Yeah, so it'll be interesting. This July 1st will be interesting to see what the Flyers do.
In other news, I wanted to get your perspective on this. I was reading something the other day, and a woman was found guilty, right, of like rape and some other crimes or something, right?
Mhm.
Backstory was husband had a rare condition where like he couldn't, like, I guess was like maybe partially paralyzed or something like that, but like he couldn't talk or like generally move or whatever.
Mhm.
So he's like, fucked up in a hospital or whatever at his house for a while, and then like basically involuntarily the wife or she would go in and involuntarily jerk him off, right? And then was like bottling up his semen and then selling the shit or whatever.
Hmm.
And then I guess he was suspecting that it was happening, I guess, when he was still at the hospital. And then somehow, I don't recall that part, but she ended up getting caught or whatever. And, led to, she got charged like fucking like with rape and shit.
For
So like,
for illegal sperm sales? For selling sperm without his permission? Hell yeah.
yeah, I guess was
Is a
bottling
hand
up
job,
his shit.
is a hand job rape though?
Yeah, rape or sexual. That's all that I read. That I know that she was giving him a hand job, but I don't recall. She might have been a nurse or something.
Oh,
I'm
that's
gonna
even
come on you
hotter
like
than.
nobody's ever come on you before.
Stand right in there and take it.
He was successful in just using his mouth to get the man off.
Shivani.
I mean, it's a interesting question.
For the dude, instead of pressing charges, how about saying thank you?
Well, he can't talk.
Well, he can obviously his dick obviously works.
Can you get a thumbs up?
Let's say, give a little, picky tickle, something. He should be grateful he's got somebody jacking him off.
Well, I mean, what's the crime? Rape?
For getting handy?
I'm trying to see.
I don't know about that. That sounds awfully weird.
And where'd you say this was? Florida? It's either Florida or the Midwest.
Oh yeah!
A Florida nurse is medical aid.
Florida.
Yeah.
No, that's not. No.
I'm going to give you the blowjob of your life. Then I want you inside of me. I can't wait to have your cock in my mouth.
It still fucking cracks me up. I've been using that sound effect for 2 fucking years, and it still cracks me up.
He's died, right? Leslie? Was that Leslie? What's his face?
Yeah, I think so. Well, next up to die is Mitch McConnell.
Thank God.
He's been he's gone through it the past couple months, boy.
Yeah, he had another glitch a while back, right?
He had another glitch last week or 2 weeks ago or something. Yeah.
Was that the one? Yeah, here's a hot what? And then the staffer came over and was like, "No, we're not done questions." That one.
Yeah. And then Trump wants the staffer fired.
Yes.
You can't make this shit up.
Yeah, I saw that they. I saw they got Thomas Massey up out of there in Kentucky's 4th House District.
Yep.
If anybody that's not familiar, Tom Massey was a Republican who was pretty boisterous about the Epstein and getting the list out, and also pretty boisterous about not taking AIPAC or Hebrew money. And AIPAC, I think, dumped something like 30 to 50 million into the other guy's the guy that was running against him in the primary. And that primary was last night, and Thomas Massey surprisingly did not win. Proving once again that America is for sale, and if you speak up, the Jews of Israel are going to come get you.
Yeah.
So shout out to them. I know everyone was waiting for me to drop something dry. Nope, that's it. That's all they're getting. Shout out to them.
I watched this thing the other night on Polymarket,
Mhm.
and how all this money was won in this Iran war.
Yeah.
Because you can bet on the
Everything.
days that things happens,
Yeah.
and like millions and millions and millions of dollars were won, like by only people who would know
Yep.
On betting
the
apps?
shit's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus,
Yeah.
well, you can only bet on fucking how many 3 steps going to take.
Yes. You can bet on how many mosques or how many Gaza schools, or are they going to close the Strait of Hormuz today? How long will it be? Anything and everything. Yeah.
Yep.
Jesus Christ.
So
Well,
they're taking it.
That's like the bullshit at like the Super Bowl. Well, like, you know,
Yeah, prop bets.
like
Yeah.
how long the
National anthem.
National anthem is going to be. Well, if you're one of the producers, you're going to know
You're
what it
gonna know.
is. I'm going to tell my daughter, yo, put fucking 10 G's on the over, because
Like the guy-
fucking-
Like the guy, the special forces guy that was on the Maduro raid when they went down and got Maduro.
Mm-hmm.
He bet on,
400 grand
400 grand that they would take him out, this
on
time
that day. Yep.
or whatever.
because he
Sure.
knows.
Because he knows.
But he got caught.
Oh,
Yeah, he's going through it now.
you could have one of your boys do it. Be like, yo, I'll give you 50 G's. Fucking here's 400. We about to do this.
Funny story about the Super Bowl. We knew somebody who was like a in newspaper or something, and he was down there. This is years ago. This is like probably 10 years ago. And obviously, the national anthem is always recorded. It's never live.
Mm-hmm.
So he was there while they were doing rehearsals, and he fucking timed it. And he calls us and he goes, "Yo, the fucking national anthem is going for, I forget what number it was, like 2 minutes 35 seconds." And the over under was like 2 minutes 40 seconds or whatever. And we bet the under and we fucking hit.
Smash the
$100.
under. Smash the under.
It was fucking fantastic.
Because you can't put too much so it looks suspicious. You got to play that enough to make it worth your while, but still, like, this is free shit right here.
Yeah, and we were loving it. That was a great day.
Yeah, it's not called betting anymore. It's called taking.
That's right.
Did you see Cash Patel did a scuba diving or snorkeling expedition at the USS Arizona?
Yes.
At the Pearl Harbor. What are we doing, dude? That's crazy.
mean,
like, what are you
this
trying
guy-
to find out if it was the kamikazes or it wasn't? What are you possibly doing down there? Is that a thing? I don't know. I don't think it is. No one I've ever talked to in the tons of friends that I have in Hawaii have never said, nobody was ever like, hey, while you're in town, are you hitting the USS Arizona snorkeling expedition?
He's wild, dude. He's got a big drinking problem.
Yeah,
Big drinking. He's a big drinker, boy.
yeah. Which is kind of scary because then he's also going snorkeling. Like, first off,
Yeah.
I don't like. I didn't. I tried snorkeling. No, freak me the fuck out. Like, because you're right there, but you're still breathing up top. But and then you like breathe out of this fucking vein, man. Nah, dude. Nope. Freak me the fuck out.
Smokers and
I didn't
snorkeling
like
don't
it.
mix.
Nah, I didn't
Our
like
lu-
it. And then,
Our lungs don't work that way.
bro, like, first of all, it's kind of like it was a bit much to take even being there. Like when I went to the Arizona, like, and you go out, like they take you out on the ferry and then you're on the platform. Like, yo, the fucking ship is right there, dude. Like, you don't really have to fucking snorkel much, dude. Like, you could,
Just
like,
push
you
the
could
water
see
out of the way. There it is.
yeah, you could see the top of the ships and shit still. You know what I mean? Like, there's
Yeah.
fucking still oil coming up from the fucking wreckage. You know what I mean? Like, so, yeah, it was kind of like, I don't know that it just baffles my mind. That's not that kind of place, dude. You know what I mean? Like, and then we're just gonna fucking, like, they even tell you, like, when you go out there, like, yo, remember this is a fucking blah blah blah. You know what I mean? Like, it's kind of be respectful, and everybody kind of fucking, you know, generally abides by that, except the Japanese and the Asians. When they go out there, they don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? They're just bumping into you and shit. We're fucking, as they're trying to take the cameras and all that, and that's a mind fuck too, because you're like, wait, didn't you bomb it? And that's why we're here. And then what? But anyway,
Ain't that your uncle's ship?
yeah,
That's your uncle's plane, ain't it? Oh shit!
isn't that your uncle Nagasaki? And then, yeah. So then, just the director of the FBI to just turn around and like, we're gonna fucking do a snorkel trip on taxpayer dollars is what the fuck? But you know.
Well, you heard about this latest thing, right? The $1.8 billion that Trump wants to pay the victims of January 6th.
Or anyone that feels that the government has weaponized any forms of the
Yes.
government against them. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
But yet we can't
Wild.
pay. But they're about to let Richard, what was it? Richard Stars or Richard Sears or Richards, one of the veterans, an act for veterans that like basically about their medical care. They're about to let
Right.
that just, they told them we don't have it. It's, I think it was like 1.1 billion or 1.1, like basically the same price tag. And they said, no, we don't have it. But like, you know, overnight we can just make 1.8 billion just pop up whenever we need to. Yeah, it's a fucking sham. All of it. They can all suck my
Dude.
cock.
I mean, this guy
Suck
is
my
making
fucking-
more money
Suck my fucking
Now.
dick from the back.
than he's ever made
Fuck him.
before.
Fuck him. Fuck all of them. Fuck the Hebes. Suck it. I don't even care anymore. Fucking suck it, dude. They're all a bunch of jerks.
All right.
Big facts.
They're all
Well,
a bunch of fucking jerks. I got that over.
yeah.
Now that
well, I'm
everyone,
glad you got
now
that
that
off.
now that
Still
everyone, 237 in, I'm glad everyone knows how the fuck I really feel now. Yeah, they can all suck my bird from the back, dude. Fuck them.
All right.
Sorry, I'm reading. Yeah, I'm reading that. Nut had me back in at 10:18. That's why Jim brings the screen.
No, well, what happened was a phone call came through, and I hit end, and all it was the Charles Barkley drop over and over and over. Like as you're talking, it's playing. As Jim talking, it's playing. And all that's 100 times is "Young boy's coming, young boy's coming, young boy." I'm like, all right, I gotta get out and get back in. I thought you'd appreciate that.
Oh fuck!
At first, I'm like, Jim, what the hell are you doing? I'm like, hold on, you're talking, so you can't be hitting anything right now.
It's fucking
Yeah, a little glitch in the matrix.
just fucking Charles Barkley.
Them
Them
young
young
boys
boys
coming.
coming.
What if fucking Charles Barkley is your sleep paralysis demon? Truck wagon. Yeah,
Love
man. That's all I got. Unless you guys you good? You got anything else?
I'm good.
Jim's gonna stay up. Jim's gonna stay up all night and bite his fingernails and fix his fucking Wi-Fi.
I think I'm honestly just gonna get a new laptop because I shouldn't be using this for work. I shouldn't be using this work laptop anyway.
Yeah,
But
I have been saying that for a couple of years. It might cost you your job.
we'll see.
And with that said, I think we're gonna wrap this up for this week.
Shout out to yous.
This could be Jim's last night. He's just gonna get fired and divorced. Get the fuck out of the house! I told you doing that weirdo shit in the basement's gonna get you fired.
At least the StreamYard subscription is already paid for the year. So,
Yes, we're good there.
so we're good till December.
Jim's gonna be doing it from the fucking Woodbury courthouse. He'll be out front on the bench. That'd be wild.
As long as it's not raining.
In the back of the Tessie. Yeah, so we'll be back next time we're here.
God
Shout
willing.
out to yous.
Shout out to you.
Assalamu alaikum.
Yep.
Assalam.
Lick 'em how you like 'em.
I'm not content to be with you in the daytime.